Did you know that the Nile River, the longest river on our planet, stretches an impressive 4,132 miles? That's longer than the entire United States is wide. This incredible river, a lifeline for millions, winds its way through northeastern Africa, from its humble origins to its grand delta. Our journey begins in the dense tropical rainforests of Burundi, a small, landlocked country in East Africa. Here in the highlands, the Ruvieronza, one of the headwaters of the Nile, bubbles up from the ground. From these modest beginnings, the river starts its epic journey. The river snakes its way through Rwanda, entering Tanzania, where it's joined by the Kagera River. Now significantly larger, the river continues northwards, flowing into Lake Victoria. This massive lake, the largest in Africa, serves as a kind of reservoir for the Nile, collecting water from a vast catchment area before it continues its journey. Exiting Lake Victoria, the Nile, now known as the Victoria Nile, plunges over the Ripon Falls in Uganda, beginning a wild 500-mile journey to Lake Kyoga. From here, the river, now called the Albert Nile, continues its course through the mountainous landscapes of South Sudan, becoming the White Nile. Meanwhile, far to the west, in the highlands of Ethiopia, the Blue Nile begins its journey. Fed by the monsoon rains, this river carries a vast amount of sediment, which gives it a distinctive blue color. The Blue Nile and the White Nile meet near Sudan's capital, Khartoum, their waters mingling to form the main trunk of the Nile. From Khartoum, the Nile flows north through the arid Sahara Desert, its waters creating a green, fertile ribbon in the midst of the sandy wastes. This is Egypt's lifeblood, the source of its ancient civilization and its modern prosperity. Finally, the river reaches its end, spreading out into a vast, fertile delta before emptying into the Mediterranean Sea. This delta, a lush, green oasis in the desert, has been the breadbasket of Egypt for thousands of years. The journey of the Nile, from its source in the rainforests of Burundi to its delta in Egypt, is a testament to the power and persistence of water. This river, the longest in the world, has shaped the landscape and the lives of those who live along its banks for millennia. The Nile is more than just a river. It's a lifeline, a highway, a boundary, and a source of life. It has nurtured civilizations, witnessed the rise and fall of empires, and continues to sustain millions of people today. The Nile, with its epic journey, reminds us of the interconnectedness of our world and the vital role that water plays in it. So, the next time you turn on a tap, remember the Nile, a river that starts as a mere trickle in a remote African forest and ends as a mighty, life-giving force, shaping the destiny of nations.